The reason that you must be submissive is because everyone has their roles and the roles don't come out of thin air. The roles come directly out of biology. And let me show you why you are submissive. If I was there right now, I could make you submit. You ain't even got to take the option. I'll make you submit. And here's the difference. You can never flip the script and make me submit. You are designed weaker. You shall be dominated. And when you're unruly the way you are right now,
you believe that?
That's why you will never get a man who is a high earner, because he doesn't want to deal with an unruly woman. And I say this because I love you and I want the best for you. And you're a good looking woman, you can achieve so much, but that mouth ain't good looking. When you think that you can compete with a man and not submit, you might as well get into a relationship with a woman, because that's the only being that's going to put up with.
Embedded in human beings, a normal human being whose brain is operating as it has been designed to operate through millennia of evolution. Ingrained in human beings is a switch that causes them to want to protect beings which are smaller and weaker. I'm not sure how many of you out there, once you became parents, your eyes and mind just opened up to all of these little people around you that needed protection. Now suddenly you're stopping little kids that you didn't know from running into the street. You're helping parents cordon off and block their child from running out of restaurants. There's a natural instinct that exists in human beings to protect those who are weaker and smaller. We bred men to be 33% larger and 33% stronger than us. And embedded in that breeding is a switch that under normal circumstances, a man who is mentally healthy, mentally well, and not an abuser like this man sounds like he is the want to protect that which is smaller, that which is more fragile, that which is weaker. But for this man, he's talking about forcing a woman to submit. Gone are the days. Listen, this is why I support Second Amendment rights. They think that you're just gonna sit there, force a person to submit. Of all the things that you could use your strength for, you wanna try to force? So that means that, nigga, you, in the face of bigger, stronger men, that you have already bent over and bust that pussy open. This is what you're saying. If that's all it takes, it's like, where's your decency as a human being? Submit and force her to do what? Like, who wants to put their hands on somebody to try to force them to do something?
I had to add this at the end. This is like the basics of eugenics, where eugenicists set out to prove that Black people were inferior and thus found evidence to support in a form of confirmation bias. So to him, because women are quote unquote weaker physically, that means they were meant to submit. Other people use biblical references, much like people who were in favor of slavery used the fact that they were able to dominate Black men as evidence that they were meant to be dominated. Now look at the woman to his right. She's petite, she seems frail. On the one hand, while they say that they want a woman who is feminine, they are also telling you that you have to be masculine and strong and brolic, because if you're not, then they will try to exert their physical force over you. It's like you can't have it both ways. Do you want a woman to be able to rest in her feminine, or do you want her to have to be able to take up kickboxing and Muay Thai and find ways that she has to protect herself from you? And then when you do exert yourself and let these random men know that you're not about that, then they call you masculine because they want you to be defenseless. Throughout history, has the male populace at large proven to be altruistic and gentle with defenseless, submissive women? Good men protect. I found that weak men are the ones who look for those who are weaker and smaller, i.e. women and children, to try to harm. What are your thoughts on this whole exchange? Men, this is your time to stand up and speak up. Stay safe out there, ladies.